They're in the gate. And they're off. And rather slow to begin was Glory Road. They raced over 1.5 miles a furlong in the British EBF Future Stayers Oath Novice Stakes, and High Storm is the one who will take them along early, with Barbary Boy to the outside racing in second. And now they take the dogleg turn and race on towards the final 6.5 furlongs. So it is High Storm with towards the outside Barbary Boy in second. Then towards the inside rail is Hatteen. Quite wide and keen is Wise Prince. Racing to his inside is Idari, and the slow starting Glory Road at the back of the field as they go into the far turn. And it's High Storm and Clifford Lee now with a lead of just over a length to Barbary Boy and Rob Hornby in second. Still keen and wide around the outside Wise Prince with Robert Havlin in third. On the inside rail is Hatteen. Covered up next is Idari, and still the back marker is Glory Road. They've made the turn in, they've gone through halfway, now a half mile to go. Towards the inside rail, High Storm still just has the lead. Breathing down his neck is Barbary Boy and wider Wise Prince. Pushed along now towards the inside is Hatteen. Travelling well just in behind them is Idari, and also now being pushed along is Glory Road at the back of the field. Down towards the final 2.5 furlongs. High Storm still has the lead, but yet to see off Barbary Boy or Wise Prince. Down the outside, Glory Road now begins to find his gears. Then getting a little bit squeezed up there was Idari, and dropping away is Hatteen. It's Wise Prince now who goes on, and Wise Prince with a furlong to go has opened up a lead of 2.5 lengths over Glory Road in second. High Storm is held now in third, and racing inside the final 150 yards, it is Wise Prince for a winning debut. Wise Prince wins. In second came Glory Road. In the end, it was quite close for third between Idari and High Storm.
Rab Havlin has ridden Wise Prince to victory in our feature race today. We were impressed, were you?
Yeah, he's been pleasing us at home. I've been riding him a lot myself. So it was funny, I was just saying to the boys at the start, he's a real pleasure to deal with. There's not many gaffs that don't have a ring bet on, and I think after going down the back I was thinking I wish I'd put a ring bet on him. I couldn't get him in. Anyway, look, he found a nice rhythm turning in. He was very raw at different parts of the race. When he got left in front, he kind of had a little look around. Gave him a flick and he got the job done nicely.
How strong do you think the race was as a whole?
Well, look, half the field and ran and half hadn't run, but the ones that had run had sort of decent reputations on their first run before running, so you know, you'd have expected them to step up on that. He's a big lad, you know, he'll be a nice horse next year.
But he doesn't look like a boat. He looks like he's got some athleticism about him.
Yeah, and like his last two bits of work have like led on him on the turf at the Lime Kilns, and I've never seen the other horse, so you know, I think he's a nice prospect going forward.
Okay, and always quite important to ride winners in these silks as well, I'd suggest.
For the real boss, yeah.
For the real boss, exactly.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Good.
Who is here today. In terms of his immediate future, is he the sort of horse that, is he running out of time to have another run this season? Does he need to have another run this season?
Well, I just said to Rachel there, look, we might want to run him in another novice just for more experience, but he's, you know, I said, if we don't, he'll be definitely wrapped up after that. If we do.
Obviously, the point of races like this is you're thinking about horses that could be quite significantly high calibre in the spring. Does he strike you as a sort of horse that might be a trialist come April, May?
Well, we'll see what he does over the winter. I mean, he's already got a good body to him, so he's just going to be stronger and stronger. And as I say, look, he's been on my radar for a few weeks now.
Okay, well that's enough said. Well done, Rab.
Thanks.
Cheers. Well, Rab Havlin said it was nice to ride a horse in the colours of the real boss. He's, of course, referring to Rachel Hood, the co-owner of Wise Prince, who joins me now. Rachel, you've been around enough good horses, enough champions not to get too carried away, but can you allow yourself a little hint of excitement after that?
I'm an optimist and I'm very excited, as are my co-owners. It was a pretty thrilling experience, and so if you can't enjoy a lovely winner like that, then, well, we can, and we are.
So tell us about the partnership and how the three of you decided to get together with this horse.
Well, what you do is you choose two terrific human beings who are absolutely besotted with horse racing, like Rebecca and Nicholas, and then you're very fortunate if they agree to be partners with you, and then you marry somebody and have a son, and they do the training. And of course, we're very fortunate to have Rab, who rode a superb race, you know, first time time out, so it's very exciting.
And is the Hood-Phillips-Wrigley partnership one that we've seen before, or is this a new venture for this particular triumvirate?
No, it's not a new venture. We have had, we actually have another horse, and we've had a couple, and we have a lot of fun. They are terrific fun, and they're really racing aficionados. So I'm a little bit of the plus one person, because they're the real experts.
Well, this horse looks very well bought now. At what point did John or Thady or anyone associated with the yard say to you, you might have a nice one here, Rachel?
Absolutely never.
I thought that might be the answer.
What I had from John as I arrived here was, well, you know, this is like the first day at school, and it is the first day at school, and you never quite know, you know, whether they're going to enjoy themselves. But I think we've seen a performance today that gives us hope, and is fantastically enjoyable and exciting.
I love the way you get treated no differently from any other owner in the yard. Do you ever attempt to say, I have lived with you for quite a long time now?
I think I get treated worse than the other owners, because John says, oh, I'm too busy to speak to you. But I'm not complaining. Both Thady and John have done a wonderful job, as has Rab, and it's just a terrific place to be, and anybody who can't be excited after a performance like that, I suppose, doesn't know how difficult it is to get a horse that gives you that sort of feeling at this stage.
Of course, in the early stages of his 3-year-old career, the great Jack Hobbs sported these colours before Godolphin came in. I mean, would you have hopes that trials at the beginning of next year might be in the equation?
I wouldn't actually like to say, because we all know in racing, if you make predictions like that, you end up with a lot of egg on your face. Secretly, one's always a little bit hopeful, otherwise you wouldn't be a racehorse owner. But I will go home and speak to the experts. Why have live-in trainers if you can't listen to them? I'm a great believer in listening to the experts, both the trainers and the jockey.
I feel that you need to exercise all perks available to you at this point, Rachel. Congratulations to you and the fellow owners.
Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.